Hey guys, Blacksmith92, and this is a little bit of a different intro. If you're one of my subscribers that watches my videos, I want to thank you guys for watching. I am sorry that I am not uploading as often as you might like, or as often as I used to. The reason being, if you don't know this about me, I am a university student, so I have been pretty busy, and unfortunately I'm just going to keep getting busier and busier, it looks like, as this quarter goes forward. So the videos are not going to be coming out as often as they used to. In the summer I'll definitely probably end up posting more, but I just wanted to give you a heads up as to why they're not being uploaded nearly as often. I'm going to try and do it at least twice a week, which I sort of dropped the ball on this past week, so that's sort of where I stand. So again, I am sorry if you've been expecting videos and they haven't been coming out, but again, I want to thank you guys for watching, and I hope you do enjoy the few that I do put out, and let me know in the comments I don't know, if you want to see me do something other than Tekkit. I really do enjoy Tekkit, but I'm sort of running out of things to build, unfortunately, so I might start a new base in the not so distant future, maybe starting like episode 60 or something. So let me know if you want to see me start a new base on episode 60, and we'll have to see what ideas you guys might come up with for a new base idea. So I want you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you all later. Alright, so we are back. Again, I did have to make a couple changes that I noticed. I did make a mistake. I accidentally put a filter in there, and since we're using retrievulators and retrievers, we don't need a filter. But if you're not using retrievulators and retrievers, you do need a filter. So for this one, no filter. Other than that, I just had to rearrange some of these cables, which you didn't get to see, because, ooh, wait, why is this, I think it's working, it's just, yeah, okay, so it is working. But, yeah, so one thing you just have to be careful is you can't have these red alloy or red jacketed wires touch these guys, because these will emit a redstone pulse when they're full, and they'll essentially kill your timer. So, just make sure you don't connect them. Other than that, this factory went pretty smoothly, and it's not super fast. Again, as I said in other episodes, these factories in here are not designed to be super fast. They're designed more to be visually appealing and be useful. So I think this is actually a pretty beautiful factory in my opinion. But I am the beholder, I suppose. Anyways, so it makes thermopiles because I need more thermopiles down below. And like my other factories, I basically build factory items. So make building my future factories that much easier. So, thank you guys for watching. This is how you build a thermopile factory. Nothing too fancy. But one thing you'll notice is with these, sometimes these will have red like they have a constant pulse, and that is because these are emitting a redstone pulse. If you have the timer set to like 3 seconds, eventually it'll find a time slot wherein the redstone pulse is not being emitted, so it will be able to output. So it's not going to output every time, but just something to be aware of. So I want to thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed, hope you found it somewhat useful, and hopefully I'll see you guys all in future episodes. So thank you again for watching, and I will see you all later. Hey guys, it's Blacksmith92. Today we're going to be working on another factory, and I know I said I'd be working on the HV solar factory soon, and that's not what we're going to do today. Hopefully soon. I have to still figure out where we're going to put it. I'm thinking of putting it at the end of where this dam is, because there is a lot of open space this way that I currently claim, so I can put a factory out here. But anyways, today what we're going to be working on is instead a thermopile factory, because in this little factory building that we, actually not so little, but in this underwater factory building, it would be the more accurate thing to say, I have a bunch of thermopiles beneath us, and I need more, because thermopiles are not very powerful. So, in order to build more thermopiles, I'm just going to build a thermopile factory, because I figured it'd be the most logical thing to work on. So, that's what we're going to be doing today. And so, today we're going to be basically building another one of these little doodads. So, let's just toss one of these in. There we go. Alright. So, let's see. So it's two-way, so we'll build a two-way over here as well. So, let's start right here. There we go. Alright. And then we'll stick this right here. So, this is going to be our what's this called, handsaw portion of it. Ooh, I do need a new screwdriver because this one will die right now. Yep, okay. That's an easy replacement though. Just have to find out where I hide the iron. And then I just need a stick. And this should be it. There we go. Alright, so screwdriver check. Alright. And I just want to see how I set up the original one, because the spacing actually worked out pretty well with that. Alright, yeah, we'll just work on the coal and the other part of it now then. So this is going to be coal and sand. These are going to go into a furnace, an alloy furnace to be specific, and hopefully I have a couple. If not over here, hopefully I have the brick. That would be really convenient. Perfect. That's exactly what I needed. We're just going to condense more of these because I'm going to need a lot. Actually not a whole lot, but I am going to need at least 8. Just to be sure that I have enough. For now I'm going to put a couple things away. I'm going to put these away. Put that away. Alright, so I have a little bit more space to work with. So, here is where alloy furnace number 1 is going to go. And just like before, we're going to do a little, not really cheating, but a little bit of laziness. So this coal is going to power the furnace, and it's going to provide the ingredients for it. So, fortunately I did not grab the retrievulators and retrievers, which are going to be essential for this factory. Alright. So we have this one, and we have that one. Alright, there we go. Let's put these down. Alright, so that is good to go. All we gotta do now is go like this, and then we have to snake these around, sort of, somehow, some way. Yeah, we'll just go like this. This will work fine. So this will make our silicone, or no, our boules, or whatever they're called. There we go. Alright. So we have those. Oh, trick we learned from last time. For some reason it's not working too well pulling out a filter. Not 100% sure how Bluetricity works. So what we're going to do is we're going to go like this, and it'll just command to pull it from the chest. Alright. Now comes for the alloy furnaces. So these two are going to be for us. You can't stick them right next to each other, unfortunately. Actually, we're going to move them over here. Not 100%. Oh, I know exactly why you can't put them right next to each other. Because when they're full, they output a redstone pulse. We don't want those interfering with each other. So that's why we have to have them separated. So these two are going to go here. We are going to have our nickelite production where we could just have it go right here. Yeah, we'll just have it go right here. Another vertical one. Kind of like what the vertical one did for me over there. So we're just going to do another one here. And this will be our nickelite. Now, these also are going to need coal, but we can actually use charcoal for these guys. So that's exactly what we're going to do. So we don't need a huge amount of EMC power, so this is just going to be our charcoal generation. If you wonder why we're not using Bluetricity to power these furnaces, in other words, why we're not using Bluetrick alloy furnaces, the reason is because despite my plethora of Bluetrick solar panels, or Bluetrick Thermopiles, it's still barely enough to run these two freaking alloy furnaces. And I'm going to be adding retrievers and retrievulators, so I'm still going to have to expand the Thermopiles, and there's no way I'm going to be able to power more. alloy furnaces. So I don't know what I was thinking right here, but that's kind of useless. But fix that right away. Alright. So, nickelite production, the silicone wafer production, that should all be good. Now, what we can work on is for Thermopile, you also need a blue alloy ingot. So, for that, we do need another, whatever one of these things is called, alloy furnaces. So, put that here, and these are all going to run off of one another. So, or not run off one another, but they'll all run off charcoal. So, let's get the paints and dump what we don't need. So what do we not need? We do not need that, or that for the moment, and I'll use black and blue. And then I need that. We'll dump this for now. It's just iron blocks. Alright, so this is going, since we're dealing with charcoal, makes sense to use black. Why not use blue there? Alright. Now we need a retrievulator here. And then we're going to need a retriever. Alright, and these are going to steal from, let's see, we're going to be using diamond and nickelite. So we do need actually a fair amount of EMC production. So we're going to put these here. And then we're going to run these underneath them. Alright, there we go. So we'll go like this, and let's of course put the ring back in my inventory. Alright, these two, I need more pneumatic tubes. Oops. We're starting to run out of pneumatic tubes. I'll have to make some more of those. And no, I'm not going to build a factory for pneumatic tubes, because it would be a super small factory and just end up with billions of pneumatic tubes. They're easy enough to produce on my own, so it doesn't really matter to me. But let's get this part done. Kind of like running tubes right next to each other, because it looks cool in my opinion. So we're going to grab the other paint. We'll dump this for now, and then we can also dump this for now. So let's put all the paints in my hotbar. Even though a lot of them are about to run out, that's going to be totally cool. Right, this is going to be a green line. Ooh, hopefully the paint buckets don't die on me. Ah, that one's just about out. I don't even remember where this one was going. Oh, it goes to here. Alright, and this one will have to be a blue line. Blue is... wow, all my paints are dying. The only one that is still well is the black one. Which makes sense because I don't really use black all that often. Alright, this one's got to run out like now. There we go. Alright, there we go. And then we'll paint this one black too, just because we have black paint. Alright, so there we go. So, let's see. This one will have the silver and the nickelite, which is what we need to produce our blue alloy ingot. Okay. This one will have the nickelite and the silicone wafer to produce from there. So that one looks correct. Alright, so last step for a thermopile is copper and iron, which can easily be provided. So we're going to do that like this. Yeah, we'll go like this. Again, use paint. This one will be black. This one will be green. Okay, so now we just need iron and copper. Now this is not going to be a super powerful factory, but it'll still be a decent factory nonetheless. Certainly better than building these darn things by hand, which I've been doing and sort of regret doing. Okay, so we'll go like this. Now, if you're not interested in using retrievers and retrievulators, it should be noted that you don't technically need them. You can get away with a brute force method, wherein you can keep alloy furnaces fully stocked by just forcing a lot of material into the top, because that's the only input. Now the problem with that is it still has a tendency to jam, but if you don't mind a little bit of maintenance on your factories, you can run them that way. It's not a huge deal, it's not a huge problem, but it's inconvenient. At least I find it inconvenient. So that's why we do this. I'm going to make some more paint off camera. Alright, this one's going to be blue. Alright, so we'll do like this. Alright, so we'll go actually like this. Bring these down. Use the last of my panels. So here we go. Alright, and then we're not going to paint that last line. So let's do one last logic check of this. Sand, coal goes into here. Coal doubles, so this will produce our boules. This will produce our handsaws. Boules meet handsaws, make silicone wafers. Silicone wafers, along with nickelite, get pulled into here. Makes our blue doped wafers. Our blue doped wafers are our final product, so that's a check. Alright, so blue doped wafers done. This is silver nickelite. Silver nickelite get demanded, put into here. This makes our blue alloy ingot. Final product, so check, that's done. These, copper iron, final product, done. Copper, iron, blue alloy ingot, blue doped wafer, so that's all check. How do we power the alloyed furnaces? Charcoal, because it's a lower EMC. Coal over there, so all the alloy furnaces will be powered, so check. So this factory, theoretically, is set to go. We just have to have the collectors, the red alloy, and we'll be good to go, and then of course fill the condensers. So, I'm going to do that off camera, and I will see you all at the end when I'm done with this. So see you all in a minute.